Hello everyone, this is Damla from Kimimila and we have a very special guest today, Shalini. Hi Shalini.
Thank, Hello, Damla. Thank you so much for inviting me for this call.
How are you?
Let's talk about I'm good. I'm good. Fine. Thank you. Staying home, trying to follow all the rules given by the government, maintaining hygiene, not going out,
Yeah.
wearing mask.
Shalini is a member of Kimimila family and she is giving some classes at Kimimila Center about meditation, breathing and Pilates, right?
Yes.
Yes, and I hope she will continue very soon.
Thank you so much.
So she is also very good at kitchen, I should say it. And she has some very special and very basic recipes for us today, right?
Yes.
So we are listening to you.
Okay. Hello, everyone. By now, we all know how to live inside house in the lockdown. So I will not talk about anything which we are already doing for so many days and kind of have come to terms of it, basically not going out, wearing mask, like washing hands and maintaining hygiene. I'm going to tell you basically very, very basic steps which sometimes we miss, which basically originates from our kitchen only. So we all know good quality of the cold compressed coconut oil, and luckily in Turkey and worldwide we are getting very good cold compressed organic coconut oil. Oil has to be cold compressed because to maintain its good quality, good fatty acid which oil has. So the very first step which I think we should all do these days basically to take out germs from our body and to improve our immunity is take 1 tablespoon of coconut oil in your mouth the very first thing in the morning before we go to brush our teeth. And after getting up, take that 1 tablespoon of oil in your mouth. Sometime you can feel that, oh, how to drink oil and it's going to feel gooey in your mouth. No, it is not. It has a very, very mild and nice aroma, which basically soothes down your immunity and helps you a lot. So we take 1 tablespoon of coconut oil in our mouth and we go all around swish sound. We take the whole oil up, down, all the sides, around the teeth, and keep that oil in your mouth for 5 minutes.
Mhm.
And keep swishing, take it in, take it out, like the way we do, the way we gargle, when we take
Yeah.
water in our mouth. Same way, take that coconut oil, 1 tablespoon in your mouth, keep that oil in your mouth for 5 minutes. Make sound of swish, take it up, take it down, left, right, so that all the germs and all the bacteria which get collected in the mouth when we are sleeping, you know, and these bacteria and germs and toxin which we not able to take out with the help of the toothbrush and the toothpaste.
Mhm.
This oil, this is called Ayurveda concept called oil pulling, the very first thing in the morning which we do. And after 5 minutes, when you spit this oil in the sink, the wash basin, you see, like a white froth coming out from your mouth, which is instead of going into your tummy and spoiling your immune system and spoiling your stomach, it comes out. So everyone, please try this oil pulling, which we do with many oil, but the best oil is a coconut oil. It soothes down your system, cleans your teeth, takes out all the toxins from your mouth. Rather than going into stomach, it comes out. And then if you still feel, like that oil is in your mouth, you can brush your teeth and you can clean your tongue. So before brushing your teeth, do this oil pulling with cold compressed coconut oil.
Mm.
And the second step after doing this, before taking your tea, coffee, or going for breakfast, drink 2 teaspoons of the same oil, same cold compressed organic good quality coconut oil, which you use for your oil pulling. Drink that empty stomach and add 2 teaspoons of black onion seed oil, which is very, very easily available in Turkey and worldwide. It's not a difficult oil at all, but has to be good quality. So these two oils basically are immunity booster. Black cumin we call it. Sometimes we call it black seed oil. Sometimes we call it black onion seed oil, which is very easily available here. So 2 teaspoons of coconut oil and 2 teaspoons of black seed oil. And then you're on. I mean, you can eat, you can drink, and whatever generally you take in your breakfast is fine. But this has to be taken empty stomach.
Wow. They are very basic, very simple, but very effective, I guess.
Yes. And then the black seed oil, all the cold, cough, headache, sinus problem, and tonsils problem. Gradually, I'm not saying, like that you'll get to see results in a day's time or week's time. No, it takes time. These are all superfood, but superfood is not going to heal you in a day and a two. You have to make lifestyle changes slowly, gradually. When these things comes into your daily routine, it's going to give you a benefit in long run. So especially in this pandemic time when we are all sitting at home focusing on very, very basic lifestyle, if we include certain lifestyle changes, it's going to help us.
Mhm.
And the third thing which I'm going to tell you is about drinking hot water. We all drink water every time. Just make it a habit to drink little lukewarm water every 10 minutes, not too much of quantity. It's not easy to drink hot water, I mean, in a big quantity. So if you take 2 sips of hot water just to soothe down your throat in case of any infection or virus, even if you catch it, you should know how to cure it. 70% of the time, whenever any patient is getting sick, unless it becomes pneumonia, it's getting cured at home only. But by what? Are we taking medicines? No. We are all just doing the very basic things. We're not eating junk food. We're not eating oily food. We're not eating outside food. So, see how nature has decided to teach us basically how to come to our roots and how to stay home and stick to our kitchen. So, why not utilize this time in getting some lifestyle changes and drinking hot water time to time? And the another very powerful, we all know about vitamin C. Everybody's taking, drinking orange juice, lime. That's all very good. One more thing I'll like to include is your green gooseberry,
Hmm.
which is very, very sour. But that gooseberry, that small fruit which we get in the market, has a maximum amount of vitamin C.
Oh.
So it's so easy to eat this gooseberry, but at the same time, in Indian culture, we call it chutney, which is basically a dip. So whatever food you're eating, just everyday meal, you eat this, you add this dip in your meal. And how to make it is very, very simple. Just chop some gooseberry and some parsley or kishnish, coriander, whatever it's like you like. It's easily available, along with a slice of ginger, little salt, little cumin, seeds, and little water. And just mix it in your grinder and make it a dip.
Wow.
And with all the lavash, all the borek, rice, whatever you're eating, just add it as a dip. And that way, in a very natural way, this is not cooked, this is fresh, this is raw, and you're getting all the vitamin C in a very small quantity, but big amount of vitamin C is going into your system.
Great. I will try them all.
Yes. I think very easily gooseberry is available in India, in Turkey, and as far as I know, Southeast Asia also. So we are very blessed to have these fruits, which has a very good quantity of vitamin C. So rather than popping up pills, if we make it as a habit, even kids can enjoy it with us. And we can make it a sandwich also. Just spread the gooseberry dip on top of the bread, put a slice of cheese or whatever they like, tomatoes, cucumber, make it a sandwich.
Yeah, it's so easy. It's user
Yes.
friendly.
Yeah, yes, yes. So that's why I'm saying if we try to look into our own kitchen, which of course I know everyone is doing, morning to evening, we are thinking little bit of addition and little bit of lifestyle. If we opt 5 lifestyle changes, I'm sure we are going to stick with four for sure, for lifelong. If it starts helping us, start feeling confident, it's just a lifestyle changes and some kind of discipline.
Wow. And what about breathing techniques?
Yeah, actually, yes. See, we all concerned about lungs. Right now, everyone is talking about what exactly this virus is going to do with us. It's going to give us some mild fever, some sore throat, some blocked nose, which we all get time to time. But the main concern is if this virus reaches your lungs, then this condition is becoming out of control. But why to wait for that? I say people when although I have stopped reading a lot of news, but whenever I read, we only think about the ventilator. The God has given us free ventilator, which we try to use just for the basic living. We all are breathing in and out 24/7. But now we have to regularize this breathing and get into our system in a more, I'll say, simpler way. Okay. So most of the time we are breathing through our chest. We are not breathing completely. So I basically, if I give it a little scientific word, we call it sympathetic nervous system to parasympathetic nervous system. So like suppose to make it more simpler, I'll say, suppose I'm crossing road. Before crossing road, I'm thinking, oh God, I have to look left, I have to look right, or where do I look? The road has to be empty. The way has to be clear. I have to see the signal. So that I'm in sympathetic nervous system. I'm panicking. Okay. And the moment I cross the road, I become relaxed. Oh, okay. I did it. Okay. So now we're shifting our nervous system for sympathetic to parasympathetic. As simple as that. So what this breathing does, all these techniques, you get to see, and we apply a lot of breathing techniques, a lot of meditation at Kimimila Center. We have different experts. We all have different tools. But to make it more simpler, I mean, you can go YouTube, you can Google, and you can see any kind of breathing which you like. If you don't like, please don't do it. So the very first breathing technique is called Anulom Vilom in Ayurveda, in Sanskrit, in yoga. These are the very, very basic Indian terms. The Anulom Vilom, in which we close one nostril, we breathe from other nostril, and vice versa.
Mhm.
And we can start minimum with 30 cycle, which you complete in 4 minutes. It doesn't take much time. And the second breathing technique is Kapal Bhati. Kapal Bhati. These, when you Google, these terms are available everywhere. So Kapal Bhati is basically when you breathe in, you have to, same breath you have to take out. Okay. When we breathe out, and now at this position, we have to do forceful breathing, in which we are only throwing out, throwing out, throwing out, throwing out, throwing out. That's Kapal Bhati. And the third is Bhastika, in which also we raise both our hands above shoulder and we do the same forceful breathing. We breathe in when we raise our hands and we forcefully breathe out when we bring our hands down, by sitting on chair, by sitting on floor, by sitting on the bed, even if lying down also, I'll say. Breathing is happening all the time. We just need to regularize our breathing. So these three basic, there are a lot of things, a lot of breathing, but these very three basic breathing techniques is going to increase your lung capacity. And I would request all of you, if you smoke, stop for now, please, or
Yeah.
at least reduce it. We're only concerned about lungs. We're not worried about throat. We're not worried about fever. We have been handling these issues with ourselves, with our parents, with our kids for decades. So now we are only concerned about lungs. So how to make it more healthier, more cleaner. So breathing is one of the very best technique we should do regularly. I'll say the way I explained to sympathetic to parasympathetic. Sometimes suppose you're worrying too much. Okay, there's many deaths happening. Okay, so you are just immediately realize that your nervous system is into sympathetic. Immediately you have to begin to parasympathetic. What will you do? Sit nicely at any corner, any kind of noise. Don't look for any quiet corner. You won't be able to get these days. Kids are home. We are all home. Just close your eyes and start breathing. Immediately you'll see shift in your nervous system. Immediately, the way you were panicking, you have really shifted yourself so beautifully, naturally. And you're thinking, okay, I can control it. I can handle it. I can deal with it. So it's very easy. The moment you focus on your breathing, the entire body starts sending messages to all the nervous system, all the neurons, all the trillions of cells in the body. We are fine. We can handle it. No issues. We are fine. We can handle it. No issues. So these all affirmations also, and especially so good for your kids. I can handle it. I'm healthy. I can make myself more healthy. Very, very basic thing. Very, very basic thing. And the biggest thing which I'm doing with my kids, not talking about deaths, not talking about this epidemic. I'm saying, oh my God, God has given this opportunity so that all of us staying together. Let's do something very, very basic. So they also think that this is a very good vacation time or holiday time when mom is there, but she's not disciplining. She's just letting us do whatever we want. But I said the one condition, let's breathe nicely, let's eat nicely, let's add this into your meal. Does it taste good? Oh yeah, it's yummy. So just we can try our best.
Yeah. And what about the meditation? As you said before, we are not alone. We don't have any calmer place at home. So what can we
Yes. See, meditation also, has become very fancy these days, as you all know. So, but in this time, I can talk about meditation for hours. But in this time of, I'll say, good times when we are home, let me put it this way: make it very, very simple. You know, sometimes the meditation is a very broad spectrum, and generally all the theories, all the books, all the gurus available, they have different tools. Somebody will say focus this, focus that, don't let any thought come into mind, look at some lamp, focus on that lamp, focus in between your eyebrows. These are very, very good steps. Of course, when you're a meditator, you can achieve very easily. But for time being, I'll just say meditation is doing nothing. So let me put it this way. When you Google, there's a Japanese meditation term called Zen, which we all know about it. They say doing nothing is a meditation. So for that, even sitting 1 minute anywhere, any corner, any noisy, even if people are watching TV in the room, you can just close your eyes and sit for 1 minute and let every thought, Let everything come to your mind, like the clouds when they cover up sky. They come, they go. Don't stop any thought. It's very difficult to stop thoughts. That's our daily life. I have to cook, I have to pick up my kids, my kid is fighting, my husband is annoyed, I have to wash my clothes. I mean, these are the human things. We can't stop it. So just sit in any corner. If you get any corner, quiet, not quiet, that's absolutely fine. Even while watching TV, just close your eyes. If possible, just in this mudra, keep both your hands on your knees and close your eyes. And just sit for 1 minute. That's the best form of meditation. Doing nothing, letting all your thoughts come to your mind. It will come for sure, but it's something similar the way clouds come, as I explained. Let it come, let it go. Let it come, let it go. But while doing this, we'll just focus on breathing. Thoughts are coming. You don't become the victim of those thoughts. I'll put it like this. Okay. Thoughts are not you, because they're coming, they're going. You're not going anywhere. You are sitting there. Just sit there. And what exactly you can do? Just close your eyes. And even if you can open your eyes, not an issue. But just focus on your breathing. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And slowly you'll realize you're alone. You're aware. You're not victim of those thoughts. You're not victim of anything. You are you. Means you are aware. Aware of what? Your own breathing. Again, we come back to the breathing. Very basic. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. So let's try this meditation at this epidemic time, as
Yeah.
simple as possible.
Um, as you said before, our condition is obvious, and some of us are alone and they have enough space to be alone. So I think they
Yes.
can try deeper meditation styles, of course. But
Yes.
if you are just like me with two kids, with two little kids at home all the time around me, so even
Yes.
1 minute is really, really very helpful to be calmer.
Yes. Yes. It matters a lot. Any small step, any simple step taken stays with you. Any fancy thing or anything which is big we are trying to achieve, we most of the time we fail. Why do we fail? Because we are missing something very, very simple. And especially for kids, I say, if they see you sitting for 1 minute, as a game, as a fun, they'll certainly follow you. Because especially chanting Om, like if I add into this meditation, Om is AUM. If you can make them aware of these three sounds, these are the very basic sound which a kid, when born, can make it. Because we don't need even tongue to make these sounds.
Yeah.
Like so. Or the other thing is chanting Om 3 times and sitting the way they are. Like if they're playing, just go and tell them freeze. That's their meditation. Even if they freeze for 30 seconds, their meditation, they're just getting aware where they are. They are not getting victimized by any situation, anything. They're just focusing on their awareness. That if they don't have to move, they don't have to move. It's their meditation. So even freezing for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds is basically their meditation.
It's a good idea. I will try them all. Thank you so much, Shalini,
Yeah, please.
for being.
Thank you, Damla. Thank you. Anytime. Thank you so much. Take good care of your health and all the best.
All the best. See
Take
you.
care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.